What's up, everybody? We are live 5 minutes early, and while we're chilling, before I introduce anybody or anything, we're gonna listen to some dope music by the man, well, one of the men of the hour. Yeah. You wanna go with me? Yeah. 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 Y'all, let me go ahead and say I'm watching the man with the plan, Los Diggity, duh, and he is really getting lit backstage right now.
We see you, Los.
D. Marie is back. I see somebody else backstage, but I ain't gonna tell y'all who I see. Wait.
You took the sound of this one?
Hey. Yo, that was Los Diggity. I get high and go outside. Wow. Like, so listen, we're starting a little bit early because before we even really get going, I want to first and foremost introduce my co-host for today, and it is D. Marie.
Hey,
she's back. And D. Marie is from the dinner plate, but she is definitely a major support to me. And I love to have her on, especially when I have high energy guests.
Right.
Like I have tonight. So in a few, you're going to meet someone whom I have grown to absolutely love and adore. He is an artist. He's a performer. He is just a man, the epitome of what you would want to see in today's man. He's hardworking, and I am just elated and esteemed to be able to call him my bestie, right? Because a lot of times we use that term lightly, but I definitely trust him, and I trust him because he's trusting me and Skyfall Records with his career.
Mm-hmm.
And the reality is that I can see what has happened for him in the past month
already.
And I'm telling you right now.
Since you've been plugged in?
Baby, not me. Since we all been plugged in, shout out to Frank Mosley, the third CEO of Skyfall Records. Hello, somebody. Because see, I think, what's interesting? And we're going to bring him on in 1 minute. But the interesting thing is, how we have a tendency to put our money on the people that are displaying certain things.
Mm-hmm.
When we don't realize that the underdogs and the people behind the scenes are really the ones that's making the key connections and cultivating the culture and community of caring.
And making it work.
Yes. And shout out.
We were just talking about underdogs yesterday.
We were. Shout out to 1122, baby, because they working it up top.
Okay.
Right? And what I love about my dude, Kev from 1122 is also magnificent because he's not one. Now, he's up there. He is up there, but he's not, you'll never hear him throw that around.
Right.
He's very humble. And so all of these guys, all of these, and guess what? All of these African American men, y'all, are doing it. They are names, but they don't act on it. And I love it. I love it. So without further ado, guys, I introduce to some and present to others, Los Diggity, you already know. What up, Los?
Yeah. Hey, all up, I said, I appreciate y'all having me on the show with y'all, man. Hey, we're going to turn this bitch up a little bit. You already know what it is.
So, all right, Los, let's just jump right in. So, the interesting thing is you are an artist signed by Sky4 Records, and that's wonderful.
Right.
But tell us who Los is before he's an artist.
Man, before Los becomes the artist that's, you know what I mean, everybody love that crazy shit, I would say I'm a very humble family man. Family comes first. I value relationships in this world. It just, you know what I mean, I'm a very family-oriented person. I got to take care of mine before I can take care of anything else, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And that's the biggest support system I have is my family, you know what I'm saying? So, thing right there, I would say that, hard-working, because before the music, you know what I mean, nigga always put it in. You always got to make something happen.
Okay, so Los, all right. How did this music journey start for you? Like, you know, you always hear people say, what's your inspiration? I don't want to ask you what's your inspiration. I want to know, number one, how you got started. But I also want you to talk about that major jab that you took in the industry when you were getting started.
All right. Well, what that, like you say, not influences, but you guys like the family and shit. Like my mama and my pops, they could tell you I always, like, ever since I was little, I was intrigued by music. Like, and at first I didn't know what I was gonna do with music. I just knew I liked the shit. You know what I mean? Like, I like, man, okay, music is part of the world. So, and then when I started realizing people got stories behind their music. I mean, this is dope. I just don't know how I'm gonna personally do it. And started was shout out to a homie of mine, his name Herbert Monago. You know what I mean? My dog doing life in prison right now. But
wow.
Taught me how to rap. Like, and it all started, I stayed at the school because, you know what I mean, I wanted to play ball. I knew how to do that.
Right.
And back of the bus, and I hear some dudes who were in the hip-hop shit, and they freestyling. Then it got to me, and they started making fun of me and shit. And I got up like one of these little kids. I don't give a damn who he talking shit to. And my homeboy at the time, he get up and he start rapping, and I was just in awe. When I tell you, I was like, and then I asked him, like, it was a weird question. I was like, yo, how'd you do that? And he's like, man, you could do it with your charisma, man. Let's go home and write some cat and hat type rhymes. Well, I ended up, long story short, I did the shit. I went back to school, and when we got back on the bus, I did it. I, like, remembered the whole thing, and I rapped it. Everybody was like, oh, my God. They were fucking losing. Feeling was like, yo, I want to do this shit. This is what I want to do.
So it was confirmed at that time. You knew.
I was fucking with it.
So let me ask you this, Los. Do you think that it was that influenced you into coming into the music game? Or was it a prior artist that you looked up to?
I mean,
you know what I'm saying? That inspired you throughout the journey, and this just signed off on, like, you know, once you got into it, once you were inspired by your friend and say, hey, you got it, man, just execute it.
Yeah, it was very much so. Like I said, that was a big thing. But you know what I mean? Of course, as artists and hearing other artists, like, let's say like somebody like Big Pun, who was Latin, you know what I mean? A Latino that was actually competing.
Right.
That, you know what I mean? Like a door for us. Like, you know what I mean? You gotta understand, like the Spanish culture, they look at us like we're kind of laid back, or we're imitating what's going on in the hip hop.
Right.
We have, you know what I mean? Us Chicos, we do our thing our way. Like, you know what I mean? But it's beautiful. That's why I love hip hop, because it's a mix of all of that.
Right.
Absolutely.
What exactly is hip hop? Man, hip hop, everything, as far as I know. And yeah, like Big Pun, Pitbull was huge out here in Florida.
Right.
know, now he like all pop and all that shit. But when he started, man, he had the braids and he was in Miami. He was, you know what I mean? I got people who got his first mixtape that when he was walking around the street, him handed them out.
That's right. The grind. So Los, now I want you to talk about the struggle in the industry, because I know that I remember you talking about you had some stuff taken from you. And I cannot wait to surprise you with another guest that's going to come on. And I think your energy reminds me of his energy. So I can't wait to see y'all when he comes on. But so the interesting thing is, one thing I've learned about you is that you trust the process. You don't question the process. You do not, you're not combative. And that was interesting because I will be the first to say, upon initially having communication with you, I was like, oh boy, he might be a little lit. He ain't gonna listen. But seriously. Yeah. But when I spoke to Los and I maybe gave him 2 or 3 statements, and he was like, I fuck with it. I can do that. Next thing I know, Los is like,
he took it and ran.
He took it and ran with it. He took it and ran with it. And it's like, you know, Los, I appreciate you. Just like you're saying, you appreciate me. You appreciate D. Marie and Sky 4. We appreciate you. The way you've taken off in the past 30 days is crazy. But what I want to know from you is, what is it that allows you to relax and trust the process?
Marijuana? No.
Let's keep it a stack. Let's keep
Tell the truth, shame the devil.
This shout out to them 420 boys. But really like you know, when you've done something and you've been in bad situations and things happen, the experience of knowing what sounds right, and when it's like, what the fuck are these people talking about? You know what I mean?
Okay.
And several different things, and learned, and just, you know what I mean, a learning process. My whole career, I still believe there's so much more for me to learn. One time, do this, more of this, and pay attention, and you'll realize you could soak more in what's going on.
What he say? He said, do more of this and less of this, and you can
learn what's going on.
Oh, so what? So
you can know.
Okay, so can I go clinical? And what I'm going to do, Los, we're going to reflect meaning real quick. So what I hear you saying is, if you don't talk so much and know everything, then you might actually learn something?
Very much so. I really believe, because how do you know something if you're not listening? And one thing too is with your eyes. If you could see things that's going wrong around you, you should. I think, you know what I mean? There's visual learners, there's hands-on people who learn.
Right. There's auditory learners.
Hello, yes. Y'all, sorry, I'm selfish. Like I always say, that's my Los. Yes. That's my Los Diggity dag on it. Guys, really, seriously, go over to your IG, follow Los Diggity 813, hashtag everything. This is Los. Get your ASS on TikTok and twerk it out. Do your trap cardio, do some aerobics, get it into I Love Gold. We got a major TikTok campaign going on. I Love Gold. When I tell you I got on that joint last night, Los, put my gold stacked heels on, and I killed it for you. So definitely. Hey! I mean, that joint came on, you know, and it was just so, the energy is there.
The energy.
Los, your energy is magnificent. But Los, let's bring it down. Let's bring it down.
I on that energy. That's where, like, I feel my career is a strong point, is the energy.
It is. And your humility.
Yeah, we try to.
All right, Los. So let's bring it down, because I want to bring someone else on with you for a second. But this is my question. I know that you had a song.
Yeah.
And something happened with that song and made somebody a whole lot of money. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, I can tell you exactly what it was. Like,
okay.
For Ace Hood, y'all know him from We the Best and all that stuff, and you know what I mean? Big shout out to him, you know what I mean? Because I'm not a hater. You are good. But we all know, I know what was taken. I did a song and I got the whole campaign, why I did the record. You know, sometimes people be like, where did you get your idea from? I know where mine originated from, and I know I performed it before I even had a record. And I did a song called Hustle Harder, because there used to be a tattoo promotional company out here called Hustle Harder. They had everything. And me being, well, you know what, my way to get in, let me do a song about that and shout them out. If that dude at the top, dude named Sonny, if he can invest some money over here. No record. So then Davi Rolando from 94.1 out here, he had a show that he was doing little showcases and opening up. He would bring artists in, Gunplay and all the type of people. Well, he brought I open up. I'm like, you know what I mean? Hell yeah, let's go do it.
Absolutely.
On the record. Everybody fucking with it. Wham. Ace Hood went in there, did his thing. Because he was in the building when I performed it. And I want to say like 3 weeks later, somebody's like, yo, Los, I heard your song on the radio. And I'm like, yeah, my song? Like, what song? They're like, the Hustle Harder, nigga. I say,
no, Los.
That's my Los.
I go listen to
That's
it.
our Los. That's our Los. Okay.
Can we share your Los? We gotta have to share. It's gotta be 50-50 here.
Well, we got to include Frank, so it's 33.33. Well, okay. so I get 33.33, D. Marie get 33.33, and Frank get 33.34.
Right.
Yeah, I get that sound right.
But that's all right, Los. You know. So, what was your reaction when you found that out and you actually heard it yourself? What was the reaction at that moment when it actually came reality?
It came reality. It was like, damn.
What the?
I felt like I got robbed. Like,
right.
Kind of like
violated.
Like, what are you gonna do about it? Like, it's already done. Like, are they gonna believe Little Los Diggity, or are they gonna believe Ace Hood, who got all this money behind him?
Right. Well, I believe Los Diggity, because let me tell you something. And guys, I'm getting ready to bring somebody on who I know has been in this rap game for a long time. And Los, I hope that listening to him and kind of collabing, I hope that he can also provide you with some for the industry, because he's been out here for a long time and he's been doing the daggone thing. And so I think that people got to stop looking at people that got all this money.
Right.
Because the reality is this. Let me tell you something. If we really went back and based this industry off of talent, a whole lot of y'all out there mainstream would not be mainstream. Straight up.
Say nowadays, big facts. It's obvious. Like Fox said, and Biggie and them. If these niggas, like, a lot of these rappers nowadays will be paper or plastic. They be working
paper and plastic.
You know what, Los? Los, we gonna plug you. We get ready to plug you for 1 second, because I have to introduce the second man of the hour, the man with the plan.
Hey,
the man who is a part of the legendary group, Major Figgas. Y'all understand what I'm saying? Do y'all hear me?
They don't hear you.
Dutchieman, what is up with you?
Oh man, I'm right now. Just peeping the show. Los, what up, homie? How you?
Homie, you know what it is?
Dutchieman, look, go ahead and just put it out there and tell the people who you are.
Well, I'm 1/7 group Major Figgas, one half of a group called Dutch and Spade. We started about, I want to give myself 19 strong years. And I'm from Philadelphia. Myself, Gilly the Kid, Spade, Ab Lava. We had a few #1 chart topping records. Yeah, That's Us was on a Billboard charts for 65 weeks. You know what I'm saying? I worked with the likes of Little Kim, Little Wayne, Wyclef. I don't do the tooting the horn game. My catalog for itself. I mean, if
exactly.
People and that's what that's for. What I want to say is, I was listening very closely when the brother said that talent these days is far few and in between.
I can't hear his audio.
I think he cut out. It cut out on it, but he's coming back. There he is.
Y'all got me? Can y'all hear me now? Okay, yeah. What I was saying was that talent is
I can't hear nothing on this side.
Okay, he might be able to hear you backstage. Okay.
Yeah, what I was saying was that talent is far few and in between in this game that we live in right now. It's attention span is very short with the people who are making music these days. Everybody wants microwave success. You know, everybody wants that instant gratification, that instant success. Like I said, 19 years in the game, and half of the people in this world still don't know who I am. I'm still grinding. You know, I have a record right now that's on all platforms with Jadakiss that's doing very well. I have some great features on the projects that I'm getting ready to release. Consistency is what's going to keep us rolling.
Exactly. Tell the truth. Tell the truth. Tell the truth.
I mean, I've been in situations where, you know, I lived in a $7 million house, but that doesn't matter today.
Right.
You know, what matters today is how hard are you willing to work for what you want.
Ooh.
You know, a lot of people like that spoon-fed life. Everybody's not going to get that. Everybody's not going to have that.
Absolutely.
To have people, you know, put that bag behind them. So without that, you just have to rely on talent. That's the thing that I think people don't understand is relying on talent and being talented is two different things. There's a lot of people who are talented in this world.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of people who, I mean, rapping isn't that hard. You just put a bunch of words together that rhyme. But where's the substance? If there's no substance behind it, you know, a lot of these.
If there's no substance, it has no meaning.
Yeah, it doesn't have any punch to it. One of my favorite artists right now that I can say that I listen to that are of the new age is Lil Baby. Lil Baby has
Me too, that's my favorite. Oh my God. I'm so glad you said that. Oh my God. Because so many people hate on Lil Baby. And when you get in my car, that's what's playing. My playlist, that's what's playing.
Okay.
Listen.
Hello,
Lil Baby.
Oh, Lil Baby. Lil Baby got the Lil Baby.
Dutchieman, I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm with you.
From where he comes from, you know, down south, you know, a lot of guys don't give credit to a lot of South artists because they feel as though
it's true.
They have been given something that we weren't given. No, them guys actually worked harder.
Absolutely.
If you look at the game, if you're not from New York, where it's offices where you could go downtown every day and apply yourself to trying to get in the music business.
Absolutely.
Harder. You know, I mean, I come out of Philadelphia. You know, man, I had to fight for years just to get some type of notoriety, some type of, you know, feeling or accolades or what they call it.
Acknowledgments.
Right. So when I left and went to New York and did my first deal when I was 17 years old, and my first project that we released was on Cameron's second album, Sports, Drugs, Entertainment.
Okay.
So, and I'm on Funkmaster Flex the Tunnel with Beanie Siegel. So it's a lot of that have done great. The problem with that is when you're a child, you don't have people to do business for you the right way. So even with the brother Los that just left off of here saying that he lost a record, the reason why we lose these records is because we don't take on ownership.
Absolutely.
On ownership, got to make sure that when we record these records, you license them, you get everything get done because you're giving it away.
Right.
Through the proper steps. My career is based on the 5 P's. Do you guys know what the 5 P's are?
No, please enlighten us. And we're going to make sure, guys, make sure y'all get your pen and paper.
Right.
Because I'm getting ready to write down the 5 P's. Okay, let's go.
Proper planning prevents poor performance.
Woo! Proper planning prevents poor performance. Wow.
Yeah, and that's how I base my business around those 5 P's. I base my business interactions day to day about me planning properly, because then when I put a record out and I don't get what I need to get off of it, I can only blame myself.
True.
I can't blame Kev, my manager. I can't blame anybody else. I want to be able to blame me if something doesn't go right. Then I can Kev and say, well, you know what? I didn't deliver what I was supposed to deliver. I don't have those problems right now. I'm turning in my second project. I'm on a distribution company called 1 RPM, along with along with Yellow Wolf, along with Young Dro. People on the label, and a lot of these artists would call that a graveyard because it's just artists who are putting music out. But one thing that they guarantee is they guarantee you streams. A lot of us artists don't understand how to crack into playlists. And that playlists are what's going to get you what you need. Right now, I've released a record with Jadakiss about a month ago, and I'm on over 375 different playlists on my own. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give them another record where now they can add me to thousands of playlists. But it takes you gotta grind. You gotta grind. Right now, on the project Projectiles and Cognac, I have Freeway. I have 38 Special. I got Big Ooh. I got my great friend Evo, who produced a record on Chris Brown. So I turned that in already, but I don't stop there. A lot of people would stop there because they get a 6-month window. Next week, I'm turning in my second EP with myself, Petey Crack, and Conway from Griselda. So it's like, I'm working and I don't stop working. The moment I crack my eyes open and I get those 2 gifts from God, my eyes up, I'm thanking him for letting me wake up, and then I'm right off to the money.
That's right.
Dutch, I have to first and foremost, I have to thank you. And I'm gonna tell you why I'm thanking you. First of all, I'm thanking you because you spoke. Shout out to Kev. Kev is magnificent. But what I love is that you spoke to me. You were on the other end of the phone. You feel what I'm saying? Like you are so personable. You are so authentic. You are so talented. I mean, you're doing it. And the crazier thing is that I remember Major Figgas. I'm trying to think how old I was. Like, so when I called my brother, I said, you might want to tune in because my brother's about to be 40. I'm like, you might want to tune in because somebody is coming on. And I remember you putting me on to them. You feel what I'm saying? Right. So when I am sitting here with you and you're dropping jewels, because let me tell you something. You are dropping jewels, gems, diamonds, and pearls. Hello, somebody. And the other part of it is I love the fact that you haven't stopped. Because see, one thing that, let me tell you, guys, let me just go off on a tangent real quick. The question that I've been getting a lot lately is, well, why are you bringing all these has-beens? They're not. Do you understand that you wouldn't have nothing if it weren't for them leading the way? They paved the way. They paved the way for y'all to not be talented and to just get out there. Because see, we got a lot of laptop DJs.
I want to interject. I want to tell you something that's going to make you understand what is a difference in a has been and somebody who have been what they wanted to be. I have been what I wanted to be.
Not has been. And there's a difference. That's HAS and HAVE.
Yes.
There's a difference.
I wanted a record deal when I was a child, 17 years old. I wanted a record deal. After I've had 5. Not many people can say that they have had one.
Right.
So, you know, I has been around a lot of money, and I has spent a lot of money, and I has been money for the last 19 years. I've never had a regular job in my life. So my job, getting up in the morning, is making the purest music that I can make.
Right.
I know that we don't have hours to sit here and talk, which I would love to do, but I like to get these things off of my chest when we're doing these interviews and we're doing things like that. I want to first and foremost thank Primetime.
Oh, thank you,
Primetime, for opening up another doorway, a platform, because you got to remember, if you can't get in through the door, you go through the floor.
That's right.
Okay, I'll take the glasses off for that. I'll take my glasses off.
Like I said, I've had the likes of working with one of the queens of the game, which is Lil Kim. We worked together for approximately, I want to say, about 6 years. I toured the world with her. We spent 4.5 years overseas. I've sat with Ray and Wyclef and Ludacris and all of these people, and all they could tell me is, yo, bro, like, what where you come from? What is it that you do? How do you come up with these things, and nobody knows what's going on? Well, what happened with Major Figgas, so people don't have to, be leery about it. We were blackballed by a certain person. I don't want to get into that.
Right.
I got you.
Know that because of the artists that they would call has-beens, you're able to not be blackballed, because blackballing nowadays brings about this thing called curiosity. So if somebody tries to block you today, people get curious about it and say, okay, well, let's go to Instagram, or let's go to a social site and see the origin of it. There was no YouTube when we were doing what we were doing.
Right.
There was social media at all.
Right.
I say this to say, if Instagram crashes tomorrow, how many people would have an identity with what they do?
Let's talk about it.
Just say amen.
That's real.
Talk about it would just be the facts and the answers. The facts would be, do you have any history? The answer to that is, if you don't, you would not be known. So Instagram, I have 23,000 people that follow me, and I lost a page with 30 grand before this. And I could shut it down tomorrow and would still have an identity.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait, whoa. So what I hear you saying is that your 23,000 people is a quantity. But even with that quantity, the quality of your legacy is what people are going to remember.
Exactly.
The quality of the legacy.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's your obituary. This is
it's the stamp you've already approved. It's a stamp that's already been approved.
He's been up the dash for real.
Yeah, when you see someone who has been in my position, Jay-Z can't walk past me in the streets and not stop. Lil Wayne can't walk past me in the streets and not stop.
Right.
Etc. I have real friends in this industry. Jadakiss is my brother. I could pick up the phone and call him, and we have conversations about things that aren't music related. So it's
That's
like,
right.
When he was making his album Ignatius, and I want everybody, that's watching and everybody that's going to watch to go make sure you continue to stream that album, because Ice Pick J is the person that he did that album for. That's his special. a person that passed away while he was.
Okay.
I was making my album Projectiles and Cognac. We all did this within the last few months. And I got a phone call from him and he said, yo, check your email. I sent that over to you. And then he played this song that he had from his album, the intro called Pearly Gates, and told me, you know, this is the vibe that I'm in right now. And the vibe comes from, you know, me sending them records and Nino Man sending them records and a whole bunch of other people that are in his circle sending him records. The other day, I'm sitting on the porch and I'm sitting with my wife and I'm talking to her and I just get a random text from Conway from Griselda. I don't know if people understand, but Griselda is Benny the Butcher, West Side Gun, and Conway.
Yes.
So right now, these guys are at the top of the game. They have records with Eminem, Lil Wayne. They're moving right now, along with catalogs that are so extensive that they sell voltage. You know what I'm saying? They sell vinyl that is so rare that they can sell their vinyl for $500 all the way up to damn near $10,000.
Yes.
So it has worth. It has value.
Quality.
Right. Before I go, I wanna invite you to come out to my Dutchieman and Friends that I'm doing. It's going to be hosted by an artist from Philly. His name is Vodka.
Okay.
I'm reaching out to Freeway to perform. I'm reaching out to PD Crack to perform.
Oh my gosh.
A couple of other artists, and my audience is going to be just like the coalition DJs and media. So, you know, and I'm performing with a live band. So we're going to take it to it.
Wow. And that's something you don't get these days either.
And you know what?
Rare. I'm thing of rarity and
right.
Yes.
You know, bringing content. So my YouTube page, you know, tap the link in my bio and go to, you know, 1 RPM and go over to my website, Dutchieman, and you'll see what I'm getting ready to do. No one has done before. I'm going to have graffiti artists painting in the background while I'm performing. I'm going to have, you know, he's going to be painting on top of targets that come from the gun range. You know, it's a
wow.
So, you know, the vibe is dope. And Kev and myself, we're really working hard on this because I just want to give people that vibe, you know.
Bring that old thing back.
It hits different when you give people live instruments mixed with what you got going on already.
And they appreciate it more.
They do.
They appreciate it more.
But it also, Dutchie, and I know you have to go, and you know what? You're coming back. And your friends are coming back because I thank you for the invitation. We'll definitely connect after we finish broadcasting and we'll get all the information and we will be there. We will be there. I thank you. What you are doing is not only magnificent, it's legendary. And I definitely want to connect you with someone else. And I'm going to talk to Kev about it out in California. There's a young guy by the name of Raj Will. He is doing something called The Set Live. And he has a platform at Dame Dash Studios where independent artists can come and perform with a live band. So this is brilliant.
All network.
This is brilliant. So what I think gonna happen is we all about to link up and we going to sunny California and we gonna really make this thing rip because you have blessed this platform. This platform is for you. This platform is for your friends, and we're gonna keep it going. This is just the beginning. And like you said, we on the floor, but we slide. We slide.
Well, all I want to say is thank you again for allowing me to be a part of this platform. Like I said, no platform is big or small. Everyone holds value. Everyone holds their own value. It's all about your belief system. If you believe that you're doing what you can do, you're going to get it done. Subscribe to my YouTube page. Follow me on my social sites. You know, Google, see what's going on. Check out a lot of the things that I've done. I'm also in some films. I've done a lot, and I'm blessed, and I'm elated that there's still people in this world like yourself that care enough about artists to make things go that the way that they're supposed to go. So salute to and salute to you and your co-host and Los and everybody who has something to do with what's going on. Make sure you guys keep your eyes open on my forthcoming album, Projectile. Right after that, I have numbers I deal with. It's hey, no, can you hear me?
What to do? What it? Hey, Dutchieman. Hey, let me just say, I feel like I was just in class right now, my nigga. I'm listening to all this shit
number knowledge, Los. Number knowledge.
So funny because I didn't know you was coming on, and just like I was telling them, I've learned to listen. It's so.
I'm not gonna get emotional. I'm not gonna get emotional. And this is what. And guys, let me just Dutchieman before you leave. Let me just say this. This warms my heart because Los is in Tampa. I'm in Virginia. Los and I only communicate virtually and, over the phone. And his interview was scheduled for 2 weeks ago. But I had to think of someone that I could introduce Los to that could truly understand. Because see, Dutchie, I know your story. And I knew Los's story. But Los didn't know that Dutchieman's story and Los's story are similar. And so I needed him to be able to meet you.
That's what I want to say to Los. Los, I'm Puerto Rican.
Yeah, that's what, nigga. Yeah, I'm Panamanian Puerto Rican, Bobby.
Right. My thing is, I know we outnumbered and underdogged in this game. You feel what I'm saying? All I want you to do is make sure that you know that your net worth is your net worth. You know what I'm saying? If I come down to Tampa, I'm gonna give you a call, my nigga. You come to Philly, you give me a call, my nigga. You feel what I'm saying? At the end of the day, we a small group of people called artists. Yeah. Called artists. And we have a union of we don't have a union. We don't have no health care. We don't have nothing that's going on.
Right.
From anything. Only thing we could do is save each other. So at the end of the day, I'm telling you this for a fact. You need me, you let me know. We work out the legalities, we work out the business, and we go ahead and get what we need to get done. I'm going to tell you this, though. I can guarantee you, watch these motherfucking streams go up, baby.
Hey, man, I appreciate the love, my dog. Like you just said, dog, whenever you come to Tampa, dog, I take you to all the banging spots out here. Hell, I had Mom Dukes with my, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I want that bistec arroz y habichuela.
Heard that, mama? We cook.
Oh my God, guys! You know what? Great. Look. Guys, this is Prime Time with your girl Lily Mae, and D. Marie graced the platform once again, and you'll see her a little bit more often. Dutchieman, salute to you and your friends. We will see you soon. Los Diggity, salute to you because you are already here and you have nowhere to go but further up. I love you guys. I salute you guys. I honor you guys. And remember, when you come to Prime Time, it's all about joy, jewels, and justice. Have a great Sunday, everyone.
Love, baby.